everyone, today's video is going to be a tutorial on how I got this look, and it's just a big curling iron and some hairspray and a brush. So if you want to see how I got this look, feel free to keep watching. Okay, so to create that look, what you're going to need is hairspray. I love the Redken 18. It's a quick dry hairspray. Your hair never feels wet or crunchy. I highly recommend this. You're also going to need a brush or something to section your hair. I'll probably be using this to tease as well. It's, I'm not sure who it's by. I think I got it at Ulta. There's 3 rows of teeth. Use a clip of some sort to section your hair, and then you're going to need a large curling iron. Now, this one is by Hot Tools. Normally, I don't recommend Hot Tools irons because I don't think they get hot enough. I don't really recommend their flat irons either, just for the fact that I feel like they don't get hot enough. This one though, if I put it on the highest, which says 430 degrees, which normally I would never put something that hot on my hair. I don't know that it's really 430 degrees, but anyway. So this is the Hot Tools, and it is I believe it's 2.5 inches. I got it at Ulta, probably $39 or $49. So the reason I bought the Hot Tools was because I researched, I couldn't find any other curling irons that had this big of a barrel. So if you find one, feel free to let me know. So as you could tell from the beginning, we're not really putting curls in our hair, but we're putting wave and kind of adding body to our hair. So the other thing is, if you are really bad at round brushing your hair, this is a great way to make it look like your hair was round brushed. So today I did wash my hair. I just blew it dry quickly with a round brush so you can see it's kind of frizzy. I did add some oil, argan oil, and so now what I want to do is add some of that body back into my hair. So let's get started. First thing is I'm just going to section my hair off. It doesn't really matter where you do it. It depends on the thickness of your hair. My hair is pretty thick, so I kind of started above my ear and went back so that you have a section to work with. Now, if your hair is really hard to curl, you may want to spray each section with hairspray before you do it. You need to be careful with that because sometimes you can burn your hair if you do that. So I'm not going to use hairspray to start. I am just going to spray it afterwards. So what you're going to do, take your curling iron and we're going to roll each section back, meaning away from your face. So what you want to do is start with a clamp and place it, go down your hair and start turning it back. And I left the ends out a little bit. I'll show you on the next piece. So that now I'm kind of pressing my thumb on the iron to let the ends get in, because you don't want to leave your ends in there the whole time. That way it will burn your hair. So what I'm doing is leaving it here for about 5 to 7 seconds probably, and then slowly release it so that your curl looks like that. A lot of times I see people curl their hair and they just roll it under like this and let go. Well, if you do that, you're not going to get the curl that you're looking for. So let me show you again. I'm going to take another section of hair, and people ask, how do I get my hair in the back? Well, really, I just take it from the back and pull it over to the side. So that's what I'm doing here. Again, I get a lot of questions too about crimping at the bottom of your hair with your curling iron. If you're crimping it, it probably means that you're holding the curling iron the wrong way, like this. You want the thing to open on top. So make sure your curling iron is placed like this. Open it up, slide it in your hair, slide it down, leaving see how the ends are left out just a little bit? And rolling it back, so like away from your head. And then what I do, I don't know if you can see, but I'm slowly tapping my thumb to open the barrel and let the hair in so that your ends aren't in there the whole time, and holding it there. Again, for me, the most important step is how you release your hair out of the barrel. So I'm going to slowly open it and pull it kind of straight down so that I get the curl that looks like this. 2 pieces like that. Okay, so let me show you. This should probably be with the other section. So let me show you with this piece of hair right here. I like to brush it through so it's smooth. This side is going to go different, but you still want the opening on top. If your opening's on the bottom, it's not going to work if you're trying to roll your hair back. So put the opening on top and turn, leave the ends out a little bit as you roll in. And then as I'm waiting for it to heat up, I'm slowly pressing my thumb and letting the ends in. This is how I do it. I'm talking slowly because I get a lot of questions about curling your hair. So if you know how to do this, you can kind of just skip through this. And then when you're ready to release it, again, I'm just tapping the thing with my thumb. When you're ready to release it, press the little lever and let it unwind down so that it looks like this. Okay? The last section, actually I'm going to make this into two. If you have too much hair, it's not going to curl that well. So you want to get, I would say that's about a 1 inch, 1.5 inch section. Take your curling iron, open it so that the top opening is here. Roll it away from your face towards the back. You're rolling away. My ends are out, you can't really see, and I'm going to press my thumb to open and close this slightly so that it moves the end of my hair into the curling iron. I sometimes feel my hair. Be careful. I got complaints on my other video that somebody burnt themselves. Well, I don't want you to burn yourself, but if you just tap quickly, you can feel if your hair's warm. And then you're ready to release it so that it looks like this. Okay? I've got one more section, and then I'm going to move to the next section of my hair. Again, I just like to brush it through and open it, roll it back. And this is the same process, pretty much, that I'm going to use throughout my whole hair. Some of the pieces around the front I like to curl under, just depends on my hair. So it's here, and then you're going to slowly pull it out of the barrel. This is where I will take some hairspray and just spray what I've done while the curls cool off, because right now they're still pretty warm. And again, this isn't a real curly style, it's more wave. I'm going to take another section of my hair, probably closer to my eyebrow. Depending on how much hair you have, again, you're probably going to have a different amount of hair. I have quite a bit of hair, so I'm going to take another section. With this section, because I want a little bit of body, I'm going to do light teasing under these sections before I curl. Because if I try to tease after, sometimes I ruin the curls. I'm just going to give it a little bit of body, and I'm just teasing close to the root. Some people feel that teasing is bad for their hair. I tease my hair a lot, so. Okay, I'm going to leave a little bit of a section in front because I actually like to curl this piece under. So I'm going to grab the next section and curl it back. Same thing, you open it and roll it away from your face, leaving the ends out. Sorry, my chair is really noisy. And then kind of tap your thumb on the lever to open the barrel quickly. That part takes practice. And then you're slowly going to release it out of the barrel so that you end up with something like that. Once again, take your next section. And roll it back, leaving the ends out. And then kind of tap it in. You'll see those ends right here. Go back in. And then we're going to release it once those ends are in. And I'm just releasing, pulling straight kind of down so that the curl kind of wraps around it. Now, for time's sake, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this part because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this off and go ahead and finish this section and then I'll show you next. Okay, so I finished that bottom section and hopefully the back is curled. And once again, I take the hair from the side and bring it around to the back to curl the back. The next thing that I'm going to do is I like for this front piece to go under. So to do it under, you're going to take the opening and roll it under. And again, the ends are kind of out, so I'll take my index finger this time and do that. I just like the ones closest to my face under, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm rolling it towards my face this time instead of away. And then before I release, so it's just kind of under. So then for the top section, and I still have quite a bit of hair here, so what I'm going to do for the top section also is just go give it, I like a little bit of lift on my crown, so I am going to go under and tease it. That way I don't have to do it at the end once the curls are already in. And I'm just doing it close to the root. Okay, so you can kind of see where I need to pick back up. You can see the layers that haven't been curled. So I am going to take a section close to the front and brush it through. I'm not really brushing out the teasing that I did, but I'm just brushing it to smooth it. And again, I'm going to roll this part back. And when I curl my hair like this, I leave the curling iron kind of vertical so that it'll unwind from the barrel easier. Okay, so we have that one. Then I'm going to just pick up the next. And if you happen to curl over here, it doesn't really matter. Take this section. So really the only piece so far that I have rolled under is this piece right here. And I just do that. Sometimes when I curl it out, I feel like I don't know, it's too much. The curl ends up looking weird on me. So then do that one. And you're just grabbing pieces. If you want a messier look, you don't have to brush it between each curl. Leave the ends out a little bit, roll it back. Tap it to get those ends in. And then release it. Okay? And what I probably, well, I'll just keep this on. And if you want to go to the end, feel free. I think it's just going to make the video longer. I wish I knew how to speed it up, but I just use a flip camera, and I don't really know how to speed up. Although I do have a Mac, I just haven't figured out how to import the flip into the iMovie. So this one's back. I'm going to tap it. Now I do have some long layers in my hair. They're longer than usual, but that's what's giving it the lift. If your hair is all one length, you're going to get a little bit of a different effect. So I'm going to take this and split it into two. And again, I'm rolling back. These are going to be the pieces that are kind of in the back of my head. So I just take it from the back and pull it forward so that I can kind of see what I'm doing. Tap it to get those ends in. And then release. You know what, for time's sake, I am going to turn it off and finish the other side. Okay, so I tried not to move. I know sometimes when you watch tutorials, they go, oh, I'll be right back, and their hair looks totally different. So I just finished these right here, over here. And what I'm going to do is, what I did with this piece, since I didn't really show you, all of these are rolled back. I take this one and I roll this one back too. So it's still vertical. and then just roll it back like that. I don't really do anything with my bangs right here, so you can see I did curl that one I showed you, and then I just kind of leave my bangs. So the last thing I would do is do some hairspray. For me, the curls will eventually fall out a little bit, so I don't shake it too much. I just kind of leave it like this, and then they'll eventually fall out on their own. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I hope you try it. If you do, feel free to post a video response and let me know how it worked. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.